What is good, YouTube? It's Boogie, and welcome back to another reaction. Hey man, let's get it, let's go. We finna get into the rabbit hole of origin horror stories. Some of these videos have been circling the internet, and y'all might be familiar with them. So we gonna tap in, react to them, see what we got in store. So let's get straight into it. Let's get it, let's go, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This footage of a man losing his way at over 300 feet below street level in the Paris catacombs has deeply disturbed viewers since it emerged in the year 2000. The catacombs were originally used for limestone mining way back in the Roman era, but when cemeteries in Paris began to overflow in the late 18th century, the French government exhumed the bones and bodies from overcrowded cemeteries and buried them in the catacombs. Over time, the catacombs became a curiosity for locals and visitors looking to catch a glimpse of the more than 200 miles of tunnels that stored the remains of over 6 million people, and they were open to the public in 1809. Today, the catacombs are one of the most important tourist attractions in Paris, even though only about 1% of the network of tunnels is mapped and open to the public. Most of the tunnels are not structurally sound or safe enough for tourist activities, and it's actually illegal to access the unmapped parts of the catacombs. But this hasn't stopped hundreds of locals from exploring the seemingly endless network of underground tunnels. For several decades, French authorities have done everything in their power to cover the hidden entrances to the tunnels, but people keep finding manholes and secret access points throughout the city that lead to the off-limits areas of the catacombs. Although this footage was recorded in 1993, it wasn't released to the general public.
I ain't gonna lie, I would low-key to explore that. How many of y'all would go down there and explore that? Solo though. Comment down below.
Until the year 2000, when it was shown as a part of an episode on the ABC Family TV show Scariest Places on Earth. The episode features Francis Friedland, a French filmmaker who says he came across the mysterious tape when it was given to him by a catacomb explorer who found it in one of the tunnels. Disturbingly, in the episode it's mentioned that the man who recorded the point of view footage was never found or identified.
This video camera was found deep in the catacombs. It was picked up by a catacomb explorer, some of the people who wandered down there. It was given to me. I looked at the tape. It's very bizarre. This person occasionally stops and he photographs bones, often in the shape of an arrow. These arrows point in a direction. Occasionally also he stops to photograph roomfuls of bones, which means that he's very, very deep inside the catacombs. What happened to him? Nobody knows.
Some of the clips show rooms full of bones, arrows painted on the ground, and even a strange painting of a silhouette of a person on one of the walls.
So basically he's filming what he's seeing. Endless. Very deep inside the catacombs.
Bro, you would get lost so easily.
Other than the pictures of bones.
Had to lay like something
human bones.
Track.
These were the poor Parisians who died over the last 1,000 years. At times you'll see there's signs, painted signs on the wall, which is not uncommon. People have been painting in the catacombs for centuries. So it is possible with these paintings that we may be able to retrace his itinerary to some extent.
Bro, I be wishing and wondering like what this stuff be looking like when it be active, like when it was active, gang. Like banks, like old banks, bro, like from like, you know what I mean, saying like, what is it, like 17th, 16th century, bro, old abandoned churches from that time period, bro. Like I be wondering like what it would look like during that time, like cathedrals and all that.
At one point in the footage, the man's breathing becomes faster and he begins to run, as if he was trying to get away from someone or something. Occasionally, the man stops, presumably to get his bearings and find a way back to the surface.
We hear his breathing get louder and louder, as though something was scaring him. He's frightened, Occasionally he stops, perhaps to try to decide which way to run among all the many different corridors. He's running faster and faster and faster, deeper and deeper into the catacombs. And all of a sudden,
yo, y'all see that?
It keeps rolling until it runs out of tape.
As the footage progresses, he runs faster and faster, until suddenly he drops the camera on the ground, where it continues to film until the tape runs out.
So he just
After
left
analyzing the
tape.
video, Friedland explained that the room's filled with disorganized heaps of bones, and the fact that there's little to no graffiti on the walls of the tunnel meant that the man who recorded it would have been extremely deep inside the catacombs. Determined to unravel the mystery of what had terrified the missing man, Francis Friedland ventures into the catacombs with his crew. After comparing the footage to what they were seeing inside the catacombs,
Wait, he explored. He went in there after behind old buddy got disappeared.
meant that the man who recorded it would have been extremely deep inside the catacombs.
Nah.
Determined to
bro.
unravel the mystery of what had terrified the missing man, Francis Friedland ventures into the catacombs with his crew. After comparing the footage to what they were seeing inside the catacombs, Friedland and his crew estimated that the missing man had been exploring the tunnels at around 300 feet below street level. At that depth, if flashlights or other light sources malfunction or run out of battery, the chances of getting out are pretty much zero. At one point during the episode, the crew's flashlight batteries begin to run low, and Friedland decides to give up the search, but then realizes that getting out is going to be much more difficult than getting in. Suddenly, Francis
Like,
spots
he's
the same
stressed,
painting
bro.
on the wall from the original footage,
My
and
man's
after walking
stressed.
through the tunnel, they find the same room full of bones from the video. Despite these discoveries, they couldn't
Dog, like, first off, bro, 36 feet below, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, bro. But then, bro, you see how many bones that was, gang? Hell no. Bro, my man's was stressing. Look at him like, oh, no, what have I got myself into, mate? Shouldn't have gone down there.
Suddenly,
fam.
Francis spots the same painting on the wall from the original footage, and after walking through the tunnel, they find the same room full of bones from the video. Despite these discoveries, they couldn't find whatever had scared the explorer who recorded the footage, and in the end, Francis and his crew
My question is, bro, why go down there? Dude went missing, fam. You don't think anything would happen to you, bro? Like, come on, man.
give up and decide to call off the search after spending 12 hours underground. After the episode was released, thousands of viewers took to online forums to discuss possible theories regarding the footage. One of the most widely accepted theories is that after losing his way and realizing that he was probably not going to make it out alive, the man panicked.
My guess is that dude lost his way and freaked out, and then realized that he had no way of getting out. That's why I'm saying, you got, bro, if you ever go down in like underground tunnels, underground passages, abandoned train tunnels and stuff like that, bro, first off, like, y'all gotta like keep track of, like, if you know you're going like in a maze, you gotta keep track of, you know what I'm saying, where you're going, bro. Put markers and places down, bro, so that you don't forget flares, whatever. But I would never be doing this stuff anyway. But I mean, I ain't gonna lie, bro. But you have to be equipped for this stuff, bro. Like, you can't go down there on some trying to get some footage and that's it, and you think you go down there, oh wait, shit, I forgot how I get back out, and then freak out and then end up passing or dying or something or whatever, you know what I'm saying, goes on down there, because whatever probably happens down there stays down there, you know what I'm saying. Casper, whatever, haunted, conjuring, whatever cult, whatever's down there, bro, it's got a hold of him now. He's gone. It's whatever, he's part of it now. I would not last 10 minutes down there. It's a miracle the guy lasted as long as he did, and can't blame him for panicking. This is not an adventure for anyone with claustrophobia or fear of the dark. Exactly, bro. Looks like a well-earned panic caught on film.
Due to claustrophobia and began to run, not knowing what else to do. But this theory wouldn't explain why he would drop his camera, one of his only sources of light. This fueled the possibility that the man had seen another person inside the catacombs. In the last few decades, several catacomb explorers have reported being robbed while they were inside the tunnels. If the man unexpectedly saw another person so far below street level, he may have feared the worst, which would explain why he began to run and drop the camera. Another popular theory is that the man saw something else that scared him. Scientists have explained that when the wind blows through the cracks in the walls of the catacombs, it makes an extremely low frequency noise called infrasound, or as it's sometimes referred to, the ghost frequency. This sound is normally inaudible, but the extreme bass sound has been demonstrated to create a range of bizarre effects in humans, from chills to anxiety to extreme sorrow. The ghost frequency is also known to make the human eye vibrate slightly, which makes people see shadows out of the corner of their eye, and coupled with the strange sensations the frequency...
I swear I used to see shadows out of the corner of my eye when I was a kid, bro. I swear, bro. And I used to have, like, bro, I swear I used to have crazy, kind of like almost premonitions a little bit too, bro. And the fact that he just said that. What was it called?
Began to run and drop the camera. Another popular theory is that the man saw something else that scared him. Scientists have explained that when the wind blows through the cracks in the walls of the catacombs, it makes an extremely low frequency noise called infrasound, or as it's sometimes referred to, the ghost frequency. This sound is normally inaudible, but the extreme bass sound has been demonstrated to create a range of bizarre effects in humans, from chills to anxiety to extreme sorrow. The ghost frequency is also known to make the human eye vibrate slightly, which makes people see shadows out of the corner of their eye. And coupled with the strange sensations the frequency creates in people, it's not hard to see why the man could have thought he saw something down there with him.
I ain't gonna lie,
This is definitely a possibility, but other people think...
Have y'all ever be like sitting somewhere and y'all swear y'all hear something, bro? Like you'll be like, did I hear something? You might, maybe I'm tripping. Or you'll be sitting in your bed at night and it sound like some screams or something, but it'd be like shallow. You'll be like, I swear I be hearing stuff like that, bro. And I'm like, am I tripping? Like I'll pause my video, everything, or pause whatever I'm doing. I'll just be like, am I tripping? Or like that sudden ring, bro. That you could just be, you know what I'm saying, sitting in mind your business and you get a sudden ring in your ear, bro. Stuff crazy, fam.
I think the footage was just staged by the producers of the show to creep people out. It's strange.
You know the universe is vibrations. We are, you know what I'm saying, vibrating at a frequency. You know what I'm saying? We just moving so fast that everything just solidifies. But bro, that's crazy, bro. And to think about as low as he went in the catacombs, bro. Stuff is definitely for show enchanted.
How only about a minute and a half of the original footage was released to the public, but in the episode, Francis Friedland claimed that the original footage was over 40 minutes long, and all we have is his word about how the footage was even found in the first place. It was never confirmed whether the footage was staged or not, but what we do know for sure is that it was recorded 300 feet below street level in the catacombs.
Damn.
Hopefully with time we'll have more information, but for now the origin of this unsettling footage remains unknown.
That's how I wonder what it was during...
Mirjana Mortigard Glesgorv. The words Mirjana Mortigard Glesgorv might sound familiar if you've ever spent time searching for creepy videos on YouTube in the past. The story of Mirjana Mortigard Glesgorv first emerged in 2008 when a 20-second video with the same title was uploaded to YouTube by a random channel called Urwitzy. After the video was taken down by YouTube for unknown reasons, it was re-uploaded in April of that same year. The video in question shows a man with a mustache in front of a red, cloudy background staring intently at the viewer while an unsettling, high-pitched drilling noise plays in the background. Right before the end, the shot zooms into the man's face and he can be seen grinning with his eyebrows raised for 2 seconds. In the weeks following the original upload, multiple duplicate videos surfaced on YouTube, including an extended 2-minute version accompanied by a creepypasta in the description, which was uploaded by a small channel dedicated to posting random, disturbing videos. According to the description in the extended video, the original version that was taken down also lasted 2 minutes, and it was removed by YouTube after 153 people who viewed it ended their lives by taking out their eyes and mailing them to YouTube's main office in San Bruno, California. The myth says they also put cryptic messages on their forearms, which were never deciphered. As the story goes, the video was only viewed by one YouTube staff member who started screaming 45 seconds into the video. The story also says that none of the other staff members who were in the room dared to look at the screen, but they reported hearing a high-pitched drilling sound before they turned off the monitor. It's mentioned in the myth that the staff member who viewed the video was left severely traumatized and is under constant sedation to this day, and that he claims that he can't recall what he saw. According to the creepypasta, because the IP address for the original video was non-existent, the uploader couldn't be traced by police, and the man featured in the video was never identified. After the extended version was uploaded with the creepypasta in the description, the video quickly gained traction in various online forums, like Unexplained Mysteries and 4chan's Xboard. This triggered the creation of dozens of viral chain emails and articles related to Mirjana Mortigard Glesgorv in several different languages. Thousands of users discussed the video on different Q&A sites such as Wiki Answers and Yahoo Q&A, which raised Mirjana Mortigard Glesgorv to classic creepypasta status, and the story was archived on the website creepypasta.com. In August of 2008, the story spilled over to the Russian web, where it was covered in different blogs and articles. The Russian version of the creepypasta was updated with new details, including a popular conspiracy theory which claimed that the video was created by the US Secret Service. 2 days after the original video was uploaded, a now deleted debunking video was uploaded to YouTube which claimed that the story behind Mirjana Mortigard Glezgorov was a hoax. It also claimed that the man in the video was identified as Byron Cortez, a Guatemalan marketing coordinator at an LA-based advertising agency who lives in the US Virgin Islands. An image of him was used in a 2004 online survey about marketing professionals, and an Ebham's World user edited it to make the disturbing video. Considering the evidence that surfaced, the disturbing story behind the video is clearly a myth. If 153 people had really sent their own eyeballs to the YouTube's office via mail, the authorities would obviously have gotten involved, which never happened. Since the man in the image that was used for the video was found to be a normal guy with a job and a family, the picture was probably randomly selected by someone who just wanted to make a random, unsettling video, which later turned into a creepypasta by someone else.
Nah, dude,
Blankroomsoup.avi. Blankroomsoup.avi is a strange video that has been on YouTube since 2005 and has received attention from some of the largest horror channels on YouTube on account of it allegedly being a leaked deep web video. This is what it looked like.
Bro, that's literally how my parents did me, bro. Down the hatch, bro. Especially when I ain't want to eat no food. Oh my God, bro. I would have to sit there all night, bro. On God, I was not finna eat that food, bro. But the only thing is,
the video in question shows a man in a white tank top eating a bowl of soup with a large wooden spoon in a room with white walls. A few seconds in, the man is approached by two people in doll-like costumes with black, lifeless eyes who appear to be comforting the man as he eats the soup. But the man doesn't seem comforted at all, and instead appears to cry inconsolably as he continues eating the soup.
Down the hatch.
Immediately after the video was uploaded, disturbing theories started surfacing about this possibly being a real torture video. Because platforms like 4chan and Reddit were pretty new at that point, they became hotbeds for speculation on the meaning of Blankroomsoup.avi. According to one of the most popular theories, the man and his family had been abducted.
One thing about the internet, everybody become an expert at solving crimes, bro. Everybody expert at solving crimes, bro. You like, come on now, bro. You're not no detective now, son.
By people in costumes, and after they murdered his wife and kids, they force-fed him soup containing the remains of his family, threatening to torture him if he didn't comply. Another theory was that the man was kidnapped alone, and that he's crying in the video out of fear while his captors taunt him with false comfort. In later months, more videos featuring the same characters started surfacing online, with some of them—
them admins, them keyboard warriors be sitting at home, you know, honey bun defenders be sitting at home, bro, typing away. They've got all the theories in the world about what could have happened.
Being pretty disturbing. One of them was a continuation to Blankroom Soup, and another involved the disguised characters kidnapping someone on video. While doing research on the origins of Blankroom Soup, the name of a man named Raymond Percy came up in connection with the mysterious costumes shown in the video. From what I was able to find, Raymond Percy is an animation artist and director who has worked on several big projects, including The Simpsons, Frozen, and Wreck-It Ralph. He also has an account on the video sharing platform Dailymotion, where several videos featuring the same characters from Blankroom Soup can be viewed, but in much more innocent contexts. Using the Wayback Machine, I found that the creepy video itself was posted on Raymond Percy's account, but with the title Freaky Soup Guy, along with the caption, "A clip of people who look like us doing something to someone that we would never do, we promise." Most of the videos have since been deleted, including Freaky Soup Guy. The strange caption indicates that perhaps this creepy video was not made by Percy at all, and in 2016, YouTuber Rainbot contacted him directly to get to the bottom of the mystery. Raymond Percy explained that he had created the costumes himself. The characters' names were Ray Ray, and he had used them for several live performances all over the world. After one particular performance at a club on the Sunset Strip in Hollywood, the costumes were stolen when Raymond and his crew were cleaning up the set. A few weeks later, he received an email with an attachment containing the creepy video, and he immediately posted it to YouTube and Dailymotion to share with his team. According to Raymond, the creepiest thing about the video was that the characters move in the same slow, paused fashion in which his own performers were trained to act during their performances, meaning that whoever stole the costumes must have been watching Percy's live performances for a while, and perhaps they were even fans. This new information disturbed a lot of viewers, giving way to a new wave of theories and speculation regarding the unsettling video. It was later found that the man who was being kidnapped in one of the later videos that surfaced on YouTube was actually Gil Sharon, the drummer of a horror-themed experimental rock band named Stolen Babies. Raymond Percy's sister, Dominique Lenore, is the band's lead singer, and Raymond had animated some of their videos in the past and included the Ray Ray characters in the videos. In one of the band's photo shoots, the drummer can be seen wearing the exact same costume as in the kidnapping video. The fact that Raymond Percy had participated in the creation of one of the creepy videos that surfaced led many people to believe that the man in the original Blank Room Soup video was actually Percy himself, and that his eyes had been covered so that he wouldn't be recognized. Even if the man in the video is not Raymond Percy, the fact that 3 sequels to the Blank Room Soup video surfaced on YouTube discredits the idea that the original video was a leaked deep web video. It's rare enough to see a leaked deep web video on YouTube, let alone 4 consecutive videos without any of them getting taken down. With all the evidence that emerged, many users claimed that everything Percy had said about the costumes being stolen was a lie. Because if they had actually been stolen and used for the disturbing videos, the last thing Raymond Percy or anyone would have done is to post the videos on YouTube and not report them to the police. Some people even speculated that the whole thing might have been a promotional campaign for the band's Stolen Babies, but this hasn't been confirmed. Regardless of whether Raymond Percy was telling the truth, the one thing we know for sure is that BlankRoomSoup.avi was never a deep web video. While some still argue that the video and its sequels are genuine, there's just too much evidence against the authenticity of the videos today to conclude that they actually came from the deep web.
Yeah, cause hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie,
I feel
bro, the internet used to be crazy, like back then, like the web, bro, like used to be have so much exposure and so much access to so much things, bro. Like early when you like went around, like when social media really started to take flight, bro, you could look up any and everything, bro. You see, bro, I remember on Instagram there used to be like fan pages dedicated to like morbid stuff that would happen around the world, bro. Like I'm talking about, like, and it'll be recorded, like mafias decapitating people's heads, right? Or people getting stuck on train tracks and getting split in half, or you know what I'm saying, birds getting put into blenders. I'm so serious, like, bro, I was seeing this stuff exposed so young, bro. And deep web videos are, bro, crazy. Like that's the side of the world that you don't see every day, bro. But it like gives you the heebie-jeebies when you see it's like, damn, people are really this sick, bro.
Fantastic. Those who have explored the horror side of the internet have most likely at some point come across a bizarre video of a singing android. In 2009, a single video named I Feel Fantastic was uploaded to YouTube by the channel Creepyblog. It was the only video ever uploaded to the channel.
Like YouTube is family friendly now. Like YouTube for me back in the day, like it was scary, gang. Like it was. I mean, there was certain stuff I was watching, like at the time, bro, that wasn't scary, obviously. But like when it came nighttime, YouTube, oh my god, bro, I didn't know what I was finna get into.
And it basically shows a robotic humanoid singing the words, I feel fantastic, you feel fantastic, you are fantastic, I am fantastic, hey hey hey, over and over again inside a room at night. As the video progresses, the android is shown in different poses and wearing different outfits. At one point in the video, the robot starts singing more mysterious lyrics like please leave, please me, and run, run, run. The description of the video is also extremely strange and goes into the Greek myth of Pygmalion, the sculptor who couldn't find a woman who was good enough for him, so he decided to make an ivory statue of the perfect woman himself, which the goddess Aphrodite later brought to life for him. The only link between the myth and the video is that the person who wrote the description suggested that maybe the robot was its creator's idea of beauty. At around the 2-minute mark, the video turns into a shot of a heap of leaves and branches in a random backyard with absolutely no context or explanation. After watching the video, many viewers reported feeling anything but fantastic, and conspiracy theories immediately began to emerge in online forums. One of the most popular theories is that the creator of the video was a serial killer, and that the different outfits worn by the singing android throughout the video belonged to his victims. According to this theory, the killer created the android as a sort of tribute to his victims, and the backyard shown in the video is where the victims are buried. The strange lyrics and the overall creepy nature of the video reinforce this theory to some extent, but fortunately none of it is true, and the information regarding who made the android and why is actually available online. The robot in this video is called Tara the Android, and in my research I found that she was designed by a college professor in Connecticut named John Bergeron. According to the website geocities.ws, John Bergeron created Tara the singing android as a way to break into the android and animatronics industry, and even planned live performances for his android in order to get more visibility. Tara the android also appeared on a sketchy-looking tech website called androidworld.com, where you can buy the original DVDs and music videos of Tara and other similar robots singing. Some of the other music videos are even creepier, but that doesn't change the fact that this was an engineering project, not the work of a serial killer. Interestingly, although the video was uploaded in 2009, the last update that John Bergeron made to his website was in 2006, which means that the channel Creepyblog might not even be John Bergeron's channel at all. I Feel Fantastic might have just been uploaded by someone who thought the video was creepy or interesting and decided to share it online. The one thing that's confusing about the whole thing is why John Bergeron made such creepy music videos if his intention was to make a name for himself in the animatronics industry. He never provided an explanation for this.
Animatronics altogether is creepy, bro. They gotta possess spirits, bro, or something. Bro, it's something ain't right about them, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, they've always given off a creepy essence, bro. Like, animatronics ain't never been that, bro. Not to me. Am I tripping, bro? Like,
Dining Room or There Is Nothing. Out of all of the creepypastas and scary top 10 videos that have gone viral in the last couple of decades, Dining Room or There Is Nothing is one of the videos that has left the largest number of viewers feeling creeped out. This unsettling 1-minute loop film was uploaded to YouTube in 2006. It shows a pale-faced woman sitting at the end of a dining room table in a dark house with a fire burning outside the window.
what she? Hold on. What was the first word she just said, bro? Nah. Hey, bro.
The videos that has left the largest number of viewers feeling creeped out. This unsettling 1-minute loop film was uploaded to YouTube in 2006. It shows a pale-faced woman sitting at the end of a dining room table in a dark house with a fire burning outside the window.
I know what I heard, bro. What that sound like? Hey, that sounds. Come on, one more time. Look, that sound awful. Like. Come on now, bro. She gonna really sit up here and do that? She gonna say that, bro? Come on now, y'all know y'all. She think that, bro. It's all good.
After the woman opens her eyes, she says the words, "There is nothing," backwards. She then shoves her face in a bowl of food as the camera pans out to show the rest of the room. The video then plays in reverse, and after the woman raises her head from the bowl, she repeats the words "there is nothing," this time in normal order. The video ends with the chilling image of the woman closing her eyes.
Nah, the credits just ain't trying to get caught by the community, man. I ain't slick. Trying to put it in reverse. Well, this is what we really meant.
There is nothing.
A year after the original video was uploaded, the creator uploaded the same video in high definition. Since the original upload, Dining Room or There Is Nothing has received almost 10 million views, and the haunting video has become a classic in the online horror community. The creepy
Y'all
nature of the
some wimps,
video
bro.
created a lot of speculation in online forums and social media platforms, with several users claiming that whoever watched Dining Room Where There Is Nothing would be cursed. The intense stare of the woman and her cryptic message have continued to terrify viewers to this day, and even if there are countless other videos online that could be considered creepier, many people have reported that something about Dining Room Where There Is Nothing has made them feel especially unsettled. After seeing how much attention his video was getting, the uploader created a website where he talks about the meaning of Dining Room Where There Is Nothing, saying, "This piece was inspired by a personal paradoxical desire for empirical proof that there is nothing on the other side of life. I wanted to blur the distinction between the two states, and to state the paradox by showing someone who is coming back from life or death and denies its existence, thereby fulfilling the paradox." Despite the unsettling nature of the video and the fact that it has haunted millions of viewers worldwide, Dining Room Where There Is Nothing is just a short film created by David Earl, a communications professional with a passion for experimental films. The woman in the video is Leah Porsager, a Danish artist who frequently participates in projects related to esotericism, such as this one. Even if it was just an art project, Dining Room Where There Is Nothing has become a classic video in the online horror community since its original upload 17 years ago.
Sheesh. Now hold on now, chat. Hey, I think we got another one. I'm gonna see if I can find. Hey, them. Where did all these videos come from? Where did all these videos come from? We going to get straight into it, man.
As a small business owner, time management is key. So today I'm using Adobe Express to come up with a new fall banner. There's an unbelievable.
I enjoyed those stories. How many of them do I feel is true, bro? First, like 2, I thought was true. I feel like he was like, yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, something up with that. But them last couple ones, you feel me?
Alex from
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Tennessee. On April 24th, 2013, an anonymous 4chan user posted an image from Google Maps with a cryptic caption reading, "By this rubble, your prize awaits, Tennessee. Park nearby and walk to this point for the secret. It's under plastic at this point. Good luck." The image appeared to be an aerial view screenshot of a random location in the town of Elizabethton, Tennessee. In the screenshot, there was a pin marking the exact location of the coordinates the user had entered. If you enter the coordinates into Google Maps today, you'll find a bunch of dilapidated, sketchy-looking old buildings. At first, other users played the post off as a joke, with some mentioning that the OP was probably crazy or just looking for internet attention. But a little less than 20 minutes later, the uploader once again became active on the thread and answered everyone's remarks by saying, "No one shall claim the prize, time to try other websites." While other 4chaners debated amongst themselves in regards to what kind of prize the uploader was talking about, the OP himself responded to the speculations with the comment, "It is warm." Over the next couple of hours, the OP proceeded to post a series of strange and ominous messages in the thread, such as, "No cops here," "Someone coming for the prize," and "Little friend fly away, why is no one coming, see?"
What is that?
With this last comment, he also posted an image of what appears to be the claw from an unidentified animal lying on the grass. The extremely long fingernails and disturbing nature of the image were unsettling enough, but the thread was only about to get more eerie. A little less than 2 hours after the original post, the OP continued posting strange comments.
Bro, you know, some people are turned on by stuff like that, bro. Like, you know, seeing like animals and seeing like birds like killing animals and like dissecting animals and stuff like that. Stuff turns them on, bro.
At 10:23 p.m., he said, "I am angry you are not here. My friend moves. My friend is not the prize." A few minutes later, the OP commented, "Plastic prize, and I've had my friend for long now. Not what matters today. I need people to come." Seeing that nobody was claiming his so-called prize, the OP then uploaded 2 images to the thread. In the first grainy image, we can see what appears to be some sort of dark room or dungeon, while the second image is a picture of a handwritten note with the words, "Please come, Wednesday, April 24th, 2013. The last message shared by the OP in the thread was, "Singing tonight, someone come." After that, the uploader went completely quiet, and it wasn't until 5 nights later that the thread had an important update. At around 9:45 p.m. on April 29th, a user simply named Alex uploaded a series of comments and images in a follow-up thread in which he mentioned that he was at the location posted by the original anonymous user. With his comments and pictures, Alex narrated what he saw inside the dark, mysterious location, posting updates periodically for his fellow 4chaners.
Man, he just showing
Disturbingly,
you all
the
that
images he
plastic for body
uploaded seemed to
bags,
get
zip your
more
ass.
unsettling as the night went on. First, he uploaded a few pictures of plastic garbage bags and other images showing his general surroundings, but when he showed the bag's contents, things got a little darker. As per the images, the bag contains what appears to be a mummified pelvic bone and a styrofoam plate with a messy inscription that reads, "Plate's a date, a very important mate. You shouldn't have come, I lied." He then uploaded an ominous image of a bunch of prescription pills in their containers surrounded by dust and cobwebs. Unfazed by the creepy message on the plate, Alex continued to investigate the mysterious underground location until he mentioned in one of the comments that he heard a car coming and decided to head out. This was his last post. Window thing isn't a window, it's some other vent thing. Turning around and leaving around through wood door. Jesus. After this post, Alex was never heard from
My
again.
man has balls of steel, bro. The fact that he even went through with following and going there. Curiosity just is crazy, bro. It's a drug that, bro, it's like adrenaline, bro. Like, once curiosity gets people, bro, you can do crazy stuff.
Following the disturbing series of posts, many people were left wondering if something had happened to him. Although many users were concerned about Alex's safety, it's unlikely that anything bad happened to him. There seemed to be no records of murders or kidnappings in Elizabethton, Tennessee from that time, and a case like this would surely have been on the news. This leaves the question of whether or not Alex's experience was genuine. Although the images he uploaded are definitely creepy and appear to have been taken at the actual location, there are some clues in the post that indicate he could have been lying about his whereabouts while he was uploading the images and comments. If we look at the average span of time that went by between his posts, we can see that he was posting pretty much once a minute, which is an insane posting speed for someone who is visiting a dangerous, unknown location for the first time. This makes it much more likely that Alex had the pictures handy on his desktop and was uploading them in rapid succession to make it seem as if he was a random 4chaner who went to go claim the mysterious prize. The most widely accepted possibility in this rabbit hole is that Alex was also the original anonymous uploader and just wanted to mess with people by creating an internet mystery. Although there still isn't a real clear conclusion to the story. 5 years after the original discussion took place on 4chan, in a video that's since been deleted, a YouTuber by the name of Noah went to the location and went into the abandoned old buildings.
See me.
Inside, he found what looked like the belongings of the homeless people who probably lived there, but other than that, there wasn't much to look at. It's more than likely that Alex fabricated the entire story to gain internet attention, but because this was never confirmed, the mystery has been kept alive by various other YouTubers and uploaders in online forums, as people continue to search for a definitive explanation.
We're the only car maker in the world that has a fleet of well over 1 million cars on the road, fully in.
Thrift store discoveries. Thrift stores have certain guidelines and rules regarding the kinds of items they can receive from donors. This helps prevent the stores from getting filled with damaged, unusable, or illegal items, and most of the time the screening process is pretty effective. However, due to the large volume of donations that many stores receive, it's often impossible to keep track of absolutely everything that comes in. As a result, buyers oftentimes end up finding all kinds of unexpected items in thrift stores, ranging from the cool and unlikely to the jarring and extremely disturbing.
I'm invested.
An example of this is this image that was allegedly found in a photo album at a Goodwill in Washington. The image originally started gaining attention in the online forum Reddit when it was uploaded by a woman who claimed that it was originally posted on a true crime Facebook group. The woman who uploaded it to Facebook allegedly deleted it after people started spamming her inbox with questions about the jarring image. The image in question shows two men in a small creek with their hands bound behind their backs. Disturbingly, one of them is face down in the water while the other one sits upright. In the foreground, the shadow of what looks like a man holding a weapon can be seen. According to the Reddit post, the woman who uploaded it to Facebook knew someone who had bought a photo album.
Someone in their mom's group I am on Facebook said someone she knows found this in the book at Goodwill. She claims to have given it to police. What? But can't find anything on 10. I thought it could. Bro, what could the police possibly do, bro? And like something
at a
like
Goodwill
that's
in
not gonna do
Washington.
anything, bro.
The album was allegedly empty except for this one photo. Immediately after it was posted to Reddit, people started speculating and coming up with possible explanations for the image. One of the initial theories that gained a lot of traction online was that the image could have been a part of a low-budget horror or crime film. Others speculated that the image shows some kind of military training or fraternity hazing ritual. It's also possible that the image shows a real crime scene where someone might have abducted 2 men, thrown them in the river in handcuffs, and held them at gunpoint. The fact that this was never confirmed makes the image all the more creepy, and people have continued searching for explanations to this day.
Bro, how many people get bodied though and they get away and they're never found, bro? That's scary, bro. Like when you really think about it, like bro, there's people getting bodied every day, bro. And nigga, they're never being like their bodies were never found, or they never understand like how the backstory to like that's crazy to me, bro.
In my research, I found that this isn't the only unexpected picture that's been found in thrift stores in the past couple of decades. As it turns out, cursed thrift store finds are almost an entire genre of their own in several online communities, with people uploading images of the strange, cool, and unlikely objects they found in random thrift stores all over the internet every day. In January 2023, a TikTok user by the name of JC uploaded a video with the caption, "When I bought a camera at Goodwill in Arizona and found a SIM card in it that had photos of my dad who lives in Idaho." In the second part of the video, the user shows her laptop screen where she downloaded the photos from the camera. One of the blurry images featured in the TikTok, which appears to have been taken from below, shows the uploader's dad with a smirk on his face. In the caption, JC claimed that as soon as she saw the picture, she was so caught off guard that she immediately called her dad. Although thousands of TikTok users asked her for an update, she never explained where the image came from or how the camera ended up in Arizona if her dad lives in Idaho. Although it might seem like a 1 in a million chance to find a picture like this in a SIM card, it turns out that the occurrence of these coincidences is actually pretty common. In JC's TikTok, several people jumped in the comments to talk about the time something similar had happened to them. One user commented, "One time my grandma found a wedding album at the thrift store and it had pics of me and my mom because we attended." Another user commented, "I work at a thrift store. I found a ripped up old Christmas photo of my aunt's family on a shelf in a pile one day. They don't live in the same town." The further I went down the rabbit hole, the more disturbing the thrift shop finds seemed to get, with some of them being incredibly creepy. In September 2023, Goodwill employees at a store in Goodyear, Arizona were sorting through a donations box when they came across a real human skull. After reporting the incident to the police, an investigation was launched to determine if it was a part of some sort of crime. Fortunately, police determined that the person had died of natural causes. Though this obviously doesn't explain how the skull even got into the donations box, and the investigation is still ongoing. Creepy thrift store finds have become increasingly popular since the birth of online forums, and it's likely that many of the mysteries surrounding these strange and often terrifying pictures and objects will never be solved.
It's like everybody's playing some sick little game, bro. Like,
thanks, Theo. The trees look great.
Oh, we got
you asked
creepy little thrift store finds. Like, I'll go put some creepy items. I'll go kill an animal, put its skull, and ship it off in the bike to whoever finds it. I'll post it on social media. Like, that's creepy, bro. Weird, nigga. People are weird.
UVB 76. Since the 1970s, a Russian shortwave radio station has been broadcasting on the frequencies 4625 and 4810 kHz. The station is still active, and depending on where you are in the world, you can still tune in to listen. For over 50 years, the station has been broadcasting a short, monotonous buzz that plays for 24 hours a day at about 25 tones per minute. This is what it sounds like. Before 2010, the physical station was located in a bunker in the town of Pavrovo near Moscow. But one day in 2010, the station went silent for about a day, and when it reappeared, the broadcast was coming from a different location in St. Petersburg. After September 2010, the call sign of the radio station also changed from UVB76 to MDZHB. Since then, the call sign has been changed multiple times, and as of 2019, ANVF is the most commonly used call sign for the station. Much of what we know about what the original station in Pavrovo looked like is thanks to the testimony and images that was uploaded to different blogs and websites by several users who visited the station after it was abandoned. In 2011, a blogger who goes by the name of WASD uploaded hundreds of pictures to his blog from his trip to where the UVB76 station used to be housed. After visiting, he said, "It is worth mentioning that the bunker is a quiet and deserted dark place, somewhat similar to a labyrinth with a bunch of corridors and rooms. It's better not to go there without a flashlight because there's absolutely nothing to light there. It's completely dark. As of today, the original station has been out of order for years. The buzz that can be heard in the broadcast is pretty unsettling in itself, and this is part of the reason why UVB76 has become an extremely popular internet rabbit hole. At certain points during the broadcast, the buzz breaks up and a male Russian voice can be heard reciting encoded messages in the form of numbers and letters. Another detail that has caught the attention of listeners is that the frequency at which the voice can be heard reciting the encoded messages is not regular at all. This is what it would sound like.
That sounds like the Shield intro. Y'all know the Shield from WWE? And they say that in the beginning.
When the station was first launched, the voice only interrupted the constant buzzing once every few months. But ever since the station was moved, it's been heard with increasing frequency. Strangely, the voice has also been heard in the days leading up to important international events, such as when Russia annexed Crimea in 2014. This has caused many people to speculate about the purpose of UVB76, with many people thinking that it's been used since its creation for spy communications. Others suggest it may be a counterattack measure for nuclear war, but after looking around on various Russian websites and forums, I was able to find a much more likely theory. In several Russian forums, it's common to find discussions on UVB76 in which ex-military members debunk the myths that have circulated around the station for decades. Those familiar with the Russian military have explained that because the codes are constantly being changed, recycled, and transformed, it's pretty much impossible to know what exactly is being said on the station without the key. But far from being used to send messages to spies, the most likely possibility is that the voice messages are being used for Russian military drills and other basic military activities. From what I was able to find, the purpose of the continuous noise is just to stop others from broadcasting over the same frequency. Ultimately, there are hundreds of other radio stations around the world with a signature placeholder to prevent others from broadcasting on that frequency. And although this has given rise to one of the most popular internet mysteries of the decade, the reality behind UVB76 is probably a lot less dark and mysterious than many people seem to think.
You don't have to be at a point in your life where you feel like you're hanging on by a thread to go and speak with a therapist. As a licensed
The disappearance of Doveland, Wisconsin. If you've ever gone digging around for internet rabbit holes, you might have heard of a town called Doveland, Wisconsin. If the name sounds unfamiliar, Doveland is described by users in online forums and groups as a small town in Wisconsin that housed hundreds of military families in the previous century. And it's often mentioned that the town was made for the sole purpose of building Project Sanguine. Project Sanguine was a US Navy project proposed in 1968 to improve communications with submerged submarines using extremely low-frequency radio waves. The initially proposed system for Project Sanguine, which was meant to survive a full-fledged nuclear attack, would have required a giant antenna consisting of 6,000 miles of buried cables in a rectangular grid covering 2/5 of the state of Wisconsin. Although this system was never implemented because of protests from residents of neighboring towns, several sources claim that a smaller, modified system was built in Doveland in the 70s. At first, the story of Doveland might not sound like anything out of the ordinary, except for one detail. It's long been believed that at some point in the 1990s, the entire town of Doveland, Wisconsin somehow disappeared off the face of the earth. Strangely, Doveland doesn't appear on any maps, and if you look up information on the town today, you won't find any official reports about its history, which is incredibly strange considering that over the years, a huge number of internet users have claimed to have relatives who used to live in the town. For example, a user named Jamie Ivanov posted the following account of the rural town on Reddit. I just learned of all the noise surrounding Doveland, and I think I can add some insight. Doveland was a small town in Wisconsin that housed a lot of military families. My father lived there for a year or two and spoke of it occasionally. The main thing I remember is that it had to do with Project Sanguine in the early 60s.
Which means
I don't think it was X-Files type stuff, but the town was destroyed after an incident. I thought they were digging up a ton of land for something and they flooded the town or something, but this is a rehashed secondhand memory from years ago. In several online forums, websites, and groups, people have also uploaded pictures of shirts, mugs, and other souvenirs from the town. One particular post on the Obscure Urban Legends Wikia page even features a photo that was supposedly recovered from Doveland, Wisconsin. The image in question shows a middle-aged waiter sitting next to a young woman who puts her arm around him as they both smile at the camera. On the right-hand side, a young kid can also be seen sitting across the table from them. Although the image has been reposted in many online forums and groups, there seems to be no evidence at all that suggests the picture was actually taken at a restaurant in the allegedly vanished town. In the past decade, many people have also reported a digital ghost trace of Dublin in the form of Google search autocorrect and recommended search options suggesting the term Dublin, Wisconsin. But mysteriously, the suggestion doesn't lead the user anywhere in particular, which has added to the mystery surrounding the town. Throughout these past 2 decades, reports of vanished towns have been pretty common in the online mystery and horror community, but there's one thing in particular that makes Dublin stand out from other urban legends of towns that have disappeared off the face of the earth. Some of the most notorious vanished towns have been found to be part of different alternate reality games, or even online publicity campaigns for movies and video games. But from my research, nothing like this can be linked to Dublin, Wisconsin, and everything seems to indicate that this town never actually existed. The earliest mention I was able to find of the town was in a 2015 Tumblr post, in which a user asked if anyone had ever heard of the small rural town of Dublin, Wisconsin, after which the OP discussed the main theories behind the phenomenon of the alleged vanished town. One of the more far-fetched theories that has gained traction in online forums is that Dublin did exist back in the day, but a freak accident that occurred during Project Sanguine somehow shifted the entire town into another.
Bro, there was a movie called Population 438, and it was like, I think that was what it was called. But anyways, yeah, I used to watch it all the time. Like when I went to my grandma's house or my folks and stuff, man, my brother would watch it and shit like that. But bro, like, it was weird, bro. It was like a small town like this, man. It was vanished, but people actually lived there, you know. Like if you went, like if you were to drive to that direct location, people lived. It seemed like it was abandoned, empty, but people were actually living there, and it was weird. And it was like they were keeping track of the population of people who lived there, and it's like it couldn't be any more people than that population. Or it was like, maybe it wasn't 438, it was like population something, bro, but it was like it couldn't go over that population number. And like if there would be any tourists or people that come to that town and it was over the population number, they would get killed, ended up gutted, bro. And this is what this reminded me of. So
other dimension, or we shifted into a reality where the town never existed. Obviously, this is a bit of a stretch, but a more down-to-earth theory is that something did happen during Project Sanguine that turned the entire town of Dublin into an uninhabitable wasteland, forcing the military to cover up their mistake by evacuating the families that lived there and destroying the entire town. Many users seem to favor this theory, but the fact that most accounts of the town's existence have come from online users and not from people who actually live there or from residents of neighboring towns suggests that the whole thing might be an example of mass delusion, which brings us to a more realistic and widely accepted theory. Although it's unlikely that a large number of users met in secret and agreed to spread lies about the town across various online platforms just to mess with people, it is possible that Dublin, Wisconsin is an example of what social psychologists call the Mandela effect. The Mandela effect describes an eerie phenomenon whereby a large number of people collectively misremember events, historical facts, and other famous pop culture moments, such as when people misremember Ilsa Lund's line from Casablanca as "Play it again, Sam." In the movie, the real line is "Play it once, Sam," but many people swear they remember it differently. With all the memorabilia of Dublin that has emerged online in the past decade, it's possible that certain residents of Wisconsin associated the name of the town with another town they had visited, which could have led to the mass confusion that became apparent in various online forums. The Google recommended search and autocorrect bug that is still active today could simply be the result of thousands of people worldwide searching for the town, bumping up the importance of the town's name in the algorithm, which could also explain the emergence of souvenirs from Dublin. As often happens when new trends take over the internet, the rise of memorabilia from the fictitious town was most likely an attempt to make a few dollars by people who use bots to find trending topics in forums and automatically generate merchandise related to them. Although this seems to be the most likely theory, the Dublin, Wisconsin phenomenon is extremely odd and has no clear conclusion on whether or not it actually ever existed, which has contributed to its status as one of the most mysterious rabbit holes of the decade.
Damn, bro. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. There'd be so much stuff. Hold on. So is that all of them, bro? For sure. Hey, then that's that. Then I thought there was one more that I had put in my watch later, but but anyways, the video for today. Appreciate y'all tuning in, react to this with your boy. You feel me? Hey, this is the internet rabbit holes. A lot of these stories, on the first video, a lot of those stories I had heard of before, or I think I have seen them before. Like I said, bro, I was exposed. I used to, bro, be on the internet, or more specifically YouTube. I used to be on the internet in general. I had a little tablet, bro. But YouTube, oh my gosh, bro, I used to get into so much bullshit, so much stuff at 3 a.m. You know what I'm saying? I used to just get lost, bro. I don't know, bro. Like, stuff interests me even to this day. That's why I'm sitting here react to this stuff. You feel me? Because it's interesting to your boy. So that's why I react to this. Hopefully it's entertaining and interesting to the ones that like this type of content. You know, if it's not for you, you know what I'm saying, you probably already clicked off. But anyways, that's the video for y'all today. Appreciate each and every single one of y'all tuning in, react to this video with me. I will be having more reactions like this one on the channel, so make sure y'all stay tuned. It's Boogie and I'm out. Peace.